Hello, my beautiful Aquarius, and welcome back to your weekend energy reading. If you are new, welcome for the first time. We are going to do a weekend energy reading that is a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. This will be a 3-card energy draw. We will follow that with a challenge card to see if you might have some challenges this weekend. We will pull a guardian angel card to see what might be a good advice for you to help overcome that challenge, and a love card to see if there's any love in your future this weekend. So I hope you're ready for this. I hope you've had a great week, and let's go ahead and get right into it. If you do enjoy this reading or it does resonate with you, please do comment, let me know. I love to interact with you, and also like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. All right, so your general energy, ooh, looks good. We have an Empress card. We have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Swords. So the way I'm feeling about this is I feel like you've either come out of a really hard week as far as like work or family or just stress in general, or you could be coming out of a relationship or just stress in your relationship. So if you're in a relationship that's just kind of been on the outs, or you're being, kind of at odds or friction there, you may be just moving out of that, where you're going into a more happy, enjoyable place this weekend. Or it could be where you're moving out of that relationship entirely into a more happy place for you because it was kind of a toxic situation. Or this could just be representative of your week, that you're moving out of a week that was a heavy drag, a feeling of burden, and you're moving into a better place because you have the Empress card, which lets me know that you are feeling on top of your game this weekend. You're feeling fulfillment, abundance. You're going to feel like your best self this weekend. And then of course you have the 10 of Cups card, which is absolute abundance, happiness, joy, fulfillment, relationship, happiness. And with relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean has to be a romantic relationship. This could be just family joy. So friends, family, could be your relationship, of course, as well. But I do see that you are moving into a much better spot this weekend than whatever you felt inside going through the past week or weeks. So I do feel like you are making definite progress this weekend to a much happier, better space, emotionally, relationship-wise, all of that kind of good stuff. But let's see what kind of challenge card you might be having this weekend. Of course, there's always some sort of challenge, maybe something minimal, hopefully, but there's always some sort of challenge that comes up, it seems like. And sometimes it's just an interpersonal type of challenge, nothing major. But certainly we'll check it out here and see what we've got going on for you. What kind of challenge? Okay, so we've got the 5 of Cups, and that tells me that this moving away from something, you were moving away from something that was a heavy type of burden on you. And I feel like that may have been relationship-wise. And again, if you were in a relationship, it may have just been something like a scuffle, what have you, because you definitely end with this 10 of Cups energy. So if it was just a scuffle, you do reconcile that. But the challenge is kind of deciding how to reconcile that, how to get over that. As you can see, they have 3 cups knocked down and 2 cups up. So that to me is saying that, you're going to have to find a way to balance things. You're going to have to find a way to kind of come to a communication situation where you guys can kind of cooperate. You're going to have to kind of work together to make it happen. You might have to compromise what you necessarily want a little bit to make things go a little bit smoother, but I definitely see that working. Now, if this is something where you're moving completely out of a relationship, this may be the issue for you, is that, you're not ready for a new relationship yet, and you're kind of in a healing phase, but you're enjoying that. You're enjoying that time with your friends and family instead. You are embracing that Empress energy and enjoying time with friends and family. So the challenge here is that, yes, you've lost something. 3 cups are knocked over. Again, you've lost something. So there has been some chaos in your relationships. but other relationships are still standing. So while you may have broken up with somebody, or you're on the outs with somebody, or you feel like you've split with somebody, or your relationship's on hold, you have other relationships that are supporting you, making you feel strong and important, and that are happy with your Ten of Cups energy and your Empress energy. So I do feel like this is something that, you will have to either, if you're wanting a relationship to go forward, you may have to compromise. You may have to kind of make some changes a little bit to do that. You may have to move forward with that person, or if it's a person that you are just entirely leaving behind or splitting from, or you're contemplating splitting from. What I would say is that this is a situation where you're realizing that maybe that part of your life is knocked over for right now. Doesn't necessarily mean that's long term either. This is a weekend reading. This is your weekend energy, and that may be kind of a rough thing for you because you're used to spending the weekends with that person or whatever. But you still have things to enjoy, and you can enjoy spending it with your family or friends because you still have that strong Empress energy. So let's see what your Guardian Angel card has to say about that. Any advice or any clarity on what to do in that situation, or with regards to that kind of I don't know if it's not necessarily confusion maybe with the relationship, or kind of how to handle any relationship, confusion, chaos. It's not necessarily giving me a chaos vibe as much as just kind of a change vibe, like something's changed and it's different for you. But let's see what your angel here has to say. Justice. So your angel is saying that, if you're wanting to move forward, that you're going to have to, there's scales here, scales of justice. You're going to have to, I think you're going to have to come to an agreement, some sort of cooperation. You're going to have to compromise. You're going to have to maybe give and take a little bit if you're wanting to be able to move forward to a safer, happier place with that person. And that may be something that, going forward in the coming days, after the weekend, that kind of thing, that's something you'll have to think about. That may be what's on your mind this weekend. While you're enjoying time with your friends and family, what have you, this may still be very much on your mind. That may be your challenge, is that still on your mind. It's still in the back of your mind, even though you're having amazing Empress energy, amazing time with your family. You're still the person, that you're kind of either breaking away from, have broken away from, kind of feeling estranged a bit from, whatever, maybe on the outs with, whomever that may be. You're feeling a little bit, but still in the back of your mind. So the thing here is that in order to make that, if you want to make that work, you're going to have to balance it. You're going to have to give you both the justice you feel you deserve in the relationship in order to make it work. Your guardian angel is telling you that's what you're going to have to really work towards, is compromising. You might have to really, come up off a position that you were kind of stuck to. This also could be saying that if this is a person that you really do feel like you need to move away from because it is toxic, and the more you think about it, the more you realize that that is your justice. You need to do yourself justice as well. So as you're thinking about this, as they're in the back of your head, as you're realizing what good relationships feel like with your friends and your family, and what supportive, happy relationships feel like, and you're channeling your strong Empress energy, do make sure that that this relationship is doing you justice as well. Because if it's not worth going back to. It's not worth fighting for. It's not worth compromising for. So really do try to weigh that out, because that is something that your angel energy is telling you. If you weigh it out and it is worth your compromise, if you feel like it's worth it to you in comparison to these very, very positive and happy relationships that you have around you, and you will have this weekend, best friends, family, confidants, whomever you're with, and you are sure of that, then you do need to maybe compromise. Otherwise, maybe it's not your justice to be put in those positions. Maybe that isn't the right relationship for you and there are better options. Let's see what your love card says though in relationship to that. This may give us some clarity on that, hopefully. Alrighty, what does your love card say in relationship to this? So flirt. So I think, it's saying, while you are out, while you're having fun, while you're doing whatever, this weekend, maybe that's part of this. Feel out how other people around you make you feel. If you've been in a relationship where you haven't felt like anybody's made you feel special, or this person hasn't really been paying you the attention you feel like you deserve, or you don't feel like you've been given equal love in the relationship, or given enough attention in the relationship, or whatever it may be that has caused you to kind of have a little bit of a friction in this relationship. Maybe flirt, enjoy yourself this weekend, and see, are other people making you feel better about yourself than that relationship has been? Because if so, maybe that tells you something. Maybe that is letting you know that there are other options out there that may possibly be better. And it's just one component to kind of keep in mind when you are weighing all of the kind of thoughts that are in the back of your head this weekend about whatever you're trying to possibly either move away from, or you are kind of a little bit separated from this weekend. So those are all kinds of things to consider. I hope this resonated with you, and if it did, I hope it's helpful to you. If it is, please do let me know. I love to get your comments. I really enjoy speaking with you. It's so much fun. And also, if this did resonate with you, please do like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, because it does help it get to other people of your sign. If this didn't resonate with you, do check out one of the other signs that are in your chart that may also fit you a little bit better. But otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend and a great upcoming week, and I hope to see you next week with other readings. Bye.